this is pretty much the same thing. We just have to take out a GCF first. So we're going to look at the first problem, and we're going to try to decide what our GCF is. So we can actually divide all three of those numbers by 4. Typically, a shortcut is that your GCF will most always be the number in the front. So most always that number up front. So 4 divided by 4 would leave us with x squared. 12 divided by 4 would leave us with 3 and the x. And 8 divided by 4 would be 2. Then we can set up our x. And we know that we need our numbers to multiply to be 2 and add to be 3. So what two numbers multiply together to be 2 and add to be 3? Those two numbers are 2 and 1. So your factors are x plus 2 and x plus 1, which means your solutions are x equals -2 and x equals -1. Okay, the next one, we're going to look for that GCF. So we're going to divide all three terms by 5. So we get x squared plus 3x, and -50 divided by 5 is -10. We can set up our big X and try to determine what two numbers multiply to -10 and add to be 3. 5 and 2. So we have 5 times 2 would be 10. And how could we create 3 from 5 and 2? Well, 5 minus 2 would be 3. That would give us the negative that we need for the 10. So your factors are x plus 5 and x minus 2, which means that your solutions are x equals -5 and x equals +2. Okay, we're going to look for that GCF again. And this one will have two terms, and that's okay. We can still do it. We'll divide them both by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, which would just leave us with the x squared. And -12 divided by 3 is -4. This is where we're going to have numbers that multiply to -4 but add to be 0 because we do not have a term in the middle. So those two numbers are going to be -2 and +2. So your factors are x plus 2 and x minus 2. And it doesn't matter which side of the x you put them on as long as you have both numbers. Okay, so your solutions are -2 and +2. Then we're going to find that GCF, divide them both by 2. That gives us -25. So what is going to multiply together to give us -25 and add to give us 0? So 5 times 5, that was a terrible 5. 5 times 5 is 25, and one of them is going to have to be negative to make sure that they add to 0. So your factors are x plus 5 and x minus 5, which means that your solutions are x equals -5 and x equals +5.